Is this thing, I don't know if it's recording. I think it's good. Hey guys, welcome to 1999, where the year 2000 is coming and we're scared and terrified of the Y2K bug. Oh, what's gonna happen? I gotta make sure my mom doesn't hear me because I should be in bed right now because I have school tomorrow. But before we go on, I want to make sure and review something. I've never done this before, and YouTube is not a thing, I don't think. So I'm gonna do this for my own personal fun. I'm gonna review today Resident Evil 2 for the Nintendo 64. Did you know that the Nintendo 64 was going to be called the Ultra 64? But then they changed it. So I don't know how to do this. So I'm going to play Resident Evil 2. I'm going to show my mom this after. How do I stop this now?
Stay out here. Head to the police station. It'll be a lot safer.
So, all in all, I think that the fact that Nintendo was able to get a Sony PlayStation game on a cartridge was amazing. I don't know if there's a cartridge 2 like there is on the PlayStation 1. But if there is, I want to play it because I want to play as Claire. So thank you for watching my videos. Next game I'm gonna do is Final Fantasy VII for the Sony PlayStation. Can you imagine if it came out with a PlayStation 2 and what that would look like? I'm sure nothing bad will happen in 2001. Anyways, make sure to not like and subscribe because YouTube's not a thing yet. So watch my next video. Mom! I'm recording. I gotta go to bed. Ugh. Sorry y'all had to see that footage from 1999. What a stupid kid I was. There was no YouTube or anything, so I used to make, and this part's true, I used to make not video reviews because I didn't have a camera, but I would record, I guess, an early podcast of me reviewing games because I wanted to be a game reviewer. I used to collect gaming magazines, and I was like, one day I will be that, and instead I didn't do that at all. But welcome to another Follow Friday. Follow the people above and below to talk about, I don't know, games, I guess. That old footage of mine from 1999 was me reviewing Resident Evil 2. And little did I know that back then, the year of the kid, that in 2026, the year of the dad, because I'm a dad now and he's a dad, I'm assuming, that we'd be playing the same game. So back then in 1990-something, 99, I was playing Resident Evil 2 and I was like, this is the best game ever. You can't get any better than this on the Nintendo 64. I know it's on PlayStation, but I don't have that version. I have the N64 one. But guess what they did in 2020-something? Give me a second. They came out with a remake. Resident Evil 2. Let's take a look and see how it looks.
Whoa, don't shoot.
Get down!
Oh, that looks better though, doesn't it? It looks good. It looks like a good. It's good. That was a real cough. It happened because my voice is too raspy. But yeah, so the Resident Evil 2 remake was very good. The Resident Evil 2 original one is also very good. It's like both games can exist. It's not replacing the other. Now the reason why I bring this up is because I've gone into Twitter grundrums. What are they called? Arguments? I'm drooling. I got into arguments with people because they're like, remakes are taking over the world and you can play the originals. The originals still exist. If anything, I like remakes. I know. Who'd have thunk? I like remakes because a lot of these games from back then are expensive to find and to buy, because that's what expensive means. And to play them, you got to have the original hardware. And now, I'm a retro gamer, and I have original hardware because I get laid. But I have the original hardware, and I like collecting games. But I understand it's not for everyone. People like to emulate. That's fine. Do what you do. I'm not a cop. What am I, cop? Are you a cop? Who's a cop? I'm not a cop. But you can play it any way you want. But if you want to play a newer version on a current console, I mean, that's where remakes come in. Like, I mean, they can settle down a little bit with the remakes. I don't need this many. For example, Final Fantasy VII Remake, Medieval Remake, Shadow of the Colossus Remake, Spiral Trilogy Remake, Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster Remake, Dead Space Remake, Metal Gear Solid 3 Remake, Resident Evil 2 Remake, Silent Hill 2 Remake, Shadow and Sonic X Generations Remake. What the hell? Last of Us Part 1 Remake? This is still sealed because I have no reason to play it because... Oh, this came out. Because I own this on PS3 and on PS4. I bought the remastered one, and they came out with a remake as well. I also have the Crash Bandicoot remake trilogy back there. I forgot to grab to make it funny, but it's there. But yeah, like this one was unnecessary. All of those games I just mentioned are somewhat necessary. Metal Gear Solid 3, I don't think is necessary because he just came out with the collection on PS5 and PS4 and all the current consoles. But if you want to play a new version of the only thing they changed was the graphics, then that's exactly what you get. And this is the same thing, except this is, I mean, I guess PS3 now is kind of considered retro, but this, I played this when the show came out. I'm like, I want to play the game again. And then I bought this because, I don't know, it was on sale and it's like a remake, but it's still sealed. Like, it's still, like, they remade the, like, it's crazy. It's crazy how many remakes there are. But I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. So my question to everyone of my question of the week this week is, how do you feel about video game remakes? And just for shits and giggles, what's your favorite remake? I like any remake that combines multiple games, like the Spiral Trilogy and the Crash Bandicoot Trilogy. Very cool that they did that. They remade, and I'm talking about remakes, not remasters, remakes. They remade these games with all three in one bundle. That is awesome. That is good for the customer. That makes everyone happy. It's usually affordable. I think they were budget released like $40, $50. And it's great. I love remakes that they make a collection. They celebrate what the game is. Now you have these other games like Sonic X Shadow Generations, which I consider a remake because they added more stuff in it. And it was okay. But some games like Final Fantasy VII Remake is a remake, but it's also its own thing, which I'm okay with. You're allowed to experiment. You're allowed to do with games what you want. That's the point. It's to have these characters live on in a different way, and there's nothing wrong with it. If you don't like the remake, the original still exists, and there's plenty of ways to play the original games, especially with the digital era. Some of the games, like Dead Rising Deluxe Edition Remake, I haven't played that one yet. It's still there. But like Silent Hill 2, that is one of people's favorite Silent Hill games ever made. I just recently bought Fatal Frame 2 Remake, and I'm playing that currently, and that's great because I like the original Fatal Frame 2. But coming back to remakes, I know I'm going in circles here. The thing that I find weird is that they're skipping games. So they did Resident Evil 2 Remake, and I know Resident Evil 1 was remade on GameCube technically, so they came out with 2, and I was like, that makes sense. But they came out with Silent Hill 2 Remake, Fatal Frame 2 Remake, Metal Gear Solid 3 Remake, but where's the first ones? I would love to see a Silent Hill 1 Remake. I'd love to see a Metal Gear Solid Remake, and I'd definitely love to see a Silent Hill 1 Remake, which apparently is in the works, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, sorry, I'm just ranting. What is your favorite remake, and how do you feel about video game remakes altogether? Make sure to follow people above and below.